No, it is an incredibly brave step for anyone to take, and we have enormous respect for anybody who has the courage to admit they have a problem and is willing to do something about it.
We see all sorts of people with gambling problems. People who feel they are at the end of their rope, people whose gambling is just becoming a problem, and everyone in between.
No matter who you are, no matter what your circumstances, everyone deserves to get their life back.
For the past 20 years, I've been preoccupied with a single question: what is the best way to treat problem gambling? When you've spent thousands of hours thinking about a puzzling behaviour, along your way you discover what holes there are in the traditional ways that we've been thinking about the problem. And you also work out innovative ways to fill those gaps. You also discover that details matter, and it's equally important to decide what you don't include in a treatment program as well as what you do include.
We cover the full range of assessments so that the treatment for the gambling is really comprehensive and increases its chance of success. It's important to do a full assessment of the factors that cause a person to develop a gambling problem in the first instance, what's motivating them to gamble, what are the impacts, and that extends basically to managing depression, family problems, social problems.
We get a range of emotions, I think, when people come in. Sometimes they're nervous, you know, they've not actually spoken to anybody about their gambling problem. This is the first time they've had a chance to talk to somebody. Sometimes they're relieved that they're finally doing something about it. You know, sometimes they're coming in because a family member has sort of pushed them to come in, and they may not necessarily be ready to change, but then throughout the process of coming in for treatment, they start to see the benefit.
We do everything we can to make sure that family members get the help they need, and we also try to help them understand the journey that the gambler is going to go through when they come into our clinic.
The program is so unique in many, many ways, one of which is it is designed to unfold like a story so that it can keep you engaged. Each session builds on the previous session. The structure of the sessions are such that it keeps you interested in what comes next.
It's interesting that a lot of clients do have other issues aside from the gambling. What our service is now offering is to work on those problems as well. What we found is that to ignore those will cause a higher chance of returning to the gambling. So all our therapy will be one-on-one, so you'll have the same counsellor that you'll work with through the entire time. It'll be just the two of you working together. There's no precise length, so it'll be depending on the needs of the person. And what we do is we continue working with the person for as long as they need. I've found that sessions will normally run for 6 to 12 weeks, and then sometimes occasionally maybe up to 15.
For the past 15 years, we've been helping over 3,000 people get their lives back, and we follow them up for up to 2 years after they finish treatment. We are all psychologists that have chosen specifically to work in this area because we're passionate about it.
We go beyond the students to encompass anyone that's living basically within the areas. We have clinics located throughout Sydney in Camperdown, also offices at Lidcombe, Parramatta, Campbelltown and also at Tahmoor. So we are clearly open to everybody and anybody who's got a gambling related problem.
I really believe this program does help people. I realise that there's an important work that we're actually doing here and is having a significant impact on people's lives, and I can only hope that whoever watches this will take up the offer to come into such a terrific program and some really good outcomes.